Hello YouTube. Okay, today we're going to have a quick review on the new Apple EarPods. These are the long-awaited new Apple earbuds that recently came out, and my history with the old ones isn't too great. You had to put pads on them for them to be comfortable. The sound wasn't all that great. Even the earlier ones, they sounded better, but they still weren't all that great. I mean, earbuds themselves just usually don't sound that good. And I just had nasty experiences with the earbuds in the past. Like, I've had Bose earbuds that did sound pretty darn good, but the wires kept fraying, which means they were just as cheap as anything else, really. Everything is kind of the same in that aspect, and I just kept thinking back then that it was just a fluke of what earbuds are in general. And it's my hope that these will change that. As you can see, these don't have those stupid rubber things on the end that can sometimes get stuck in your ear or fall off and get clogged with earwax. That's the thing about a lot of those headphones with the rubber attachments on the end. They get full of earwax, they suck to clean, it's just bad all around. So that's why I want to try these. Maybe these earbuds, as cheap as they are, they're $30. Believe it or not, these are $30. Maybe it'll be the answer to all these problems, assuming how they sound. Now, as you can see on the back of the package, they've actually ported the speakers in this particular set of earbuds. You can see that right there. They've ported the speaker. So we'll have to see whether these are any good or not. So let's unwrap them and sample them, shall we? Where are my scissors? Where are my scissors? Really? Found them. Okay, let's open them from the bottom here. Okay, let's open these from the bottom here. Okay. Now, obviously, I can't actually, like, give you an accurate, depiction in the audio of this video of how they're actually going to sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the headphones on, or the earbuds on, and I'll describe to you what I hear and my impressions on whether they'll be good or not. So this is the packaging. It just comes in this little sort of case thing. The manuals are behind there, but really do need to read a manual to work headphones. Here's a shot of the headphones up close. As you can see, they have the sort of the three conductor or cable. One's for the remote, one's for left channel, one's for right channel. And the remote's here in the middle, as you can see. You get up and down here, and then you get the middle remote, which depending on how many clicks or how many times you press the button, it'll send a command to the iPod to change tracks or to stop or what have you. But I just want to show you a quick close-up of the earpiece. As you can see, it's quite a bit different than it was before. That's where the sound comes out. That's a port right there. And there is a port on the back as well. And there's also one on the side here. So it's actually designed with sound direction in mind and air pressure and things like that. So I think this is why I've been so curious about how these will sound. So without further ado, let's get to testing these. Okay, I've sampled a couple songs using the EarPods. What do I think of them? Fantastic pair of headphones. They're one of the first pairs of earbuds that I've been impressed with since I've listened to the Bose ones, and these sound way better than the Bose ones ever hoped to sound. These just have deep, rich bass. It's slightly muddy, but really not all that muddy at all. I did notice when listening to one particular song that there was a lot of bass on one side, and where on sort of the headphones that would fit around your entire ear like this, it would kind of vibrate your outer ear and give you that feel of the sound. They don't do that because they're earbuds. That's the only real drawback that I felt. But the sound out of them, the sound itself, rather than the feeling of the sound. The sound itself was still amazing. The mid-range, there seems to be a mid-range there, which is good to hear. Also the highs are very good, very impressive for headphones this size, because they're very strong, but they're not harsh on your ears like a lot of other earbuds I've tried have been. They have that sort of tinny sound that just eats away at your eardrum, and it just sounds too loud. These don't have that problem, which is very, very good. Another thing about these is they're very comfortable. They sit in your ear without expanding your outer ear, sort of like the old Apple headphones did, which, in my experience, it just hurt after a while. You had to put the pads on those for them to not hurt. These don't have that problem. These just sit very snugly in your ear. You can do it with 2 fingers. You can stick it in there with 2 fingers and you'll be fine. It's done. You don't have to like push it in your ear to isolate the sound or anything like that. It just goes in very conveniently. It's not inconvenient like a lot of the other earbuds are that use those little rubber attachment pieces that get full of earwax. Don't always isolate the sound correctly. You have to keep pushing them back in. And sometimes they fall off and you lose them, and it's just a nightmare with a lot of those types of earbuds. And they're not fun to clean, I'll tell you that. Again, these solve that problem. These solve everything that I hate about earbuds, which I didn't think was possible until Apple came out with these. This is one of the most impressive products that's recently come out of Apple, I think. The computers are one thing, but these headphones are probably one of their best innovations yet. They've solved every issue with earbuds that I've ever had. And for that, I am very thankful. I'm very impressed. Apple, you did a great job on these. Definitely keep it up. So, in conclusion, are these worth it? These are worth every bit of the $30 that you would pay for them. They're better than some $100 pairs of earbuds, both in features, in convenience, and in sound. So I would highly recommend these above any other earbuds so far that I've tried. Even if you're not a fan of Apple products, I would still give these a try because they have great sound. No matter what type of device you're using to listen to music, a Walkman, a Discman, a Zune, an old MP3 player, the cheap one from your local drugstore, or even an iPod Touch like I was using. You can use anything. You could use an old stereo. You can use a vintage stereo receiver if you want to, probably. It's still going to give you some great sound. I mean, obviously the source where the sound comes from does matter, but these will reproduce sound in a way that is very pleasing to the ears. Definitely a highly recommended product from me, and I'm the pickiest with the earbuds you'll find anywhere. These are some of the best I've ever used. They're $30, so they're not expensive. So if they break, it's not a big deal, but you still have the sound you get out of a very expensive pair for very little money, and I think that's where the value is in these. I'll probably be buying another pair myself just to have a backup or to use somewhere else for a different application or something, but either way, these are definitely some of the best value earbuds ever made. I highly recommend them. So if you're in the market for a new pair of headphones and you want earbuds, get these. No questions asked. And that is my review of the Apple EarPods. One of the best innovations that Apple has come forth with, probably since the Cups print server. So, definitely recommend these. And with that, I end this review. Positive from me. 10 thumbs up. If I had 10 thumbs, I would put them all up. So, there you have it. Highly, highly, highly recommended pair of earbuds from me. From the person who absolutely hates them. These have brought me back to earbuds again. I love them now because of these. So, there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you found this informative. And have a good one, everybody. Ciao.